What's good? I'm Cadillac Montè. I'm here with Liz, Birdie Lee, and Jimbo on Across the Street.
And dun 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 dun. Here we go. What is good, Birdie?
Hey.
We have our friend with us today. It's Cadillac.
What's good?
How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
We're doing great. We came out here to Walker Stadium again to enjoy the festivities, which is Walker Stadium, home of the Portland Pickles. Are you a baseball fan?
I'm a super baseball fan. Actually, I played softball for like 8 years growing up, so I just love the batting cages, everything.
Outfielder, right?
No, actually, I was a catcher.
Catch? Ooh.
I was a catcher. I was catch anything, even your heart.
Did you play sports, Birdie, other than...
I did. I got to TA and help the other sports because I was doing cheerleading and dance all year. So I was able to practice all sports. So I'm kind of good at a little bit of everything.
I feel that. You look like you were a dancer. I was going to say that. You did something. It was like, and I was like, I feel like she was in dance.
I've learned 1,000 little endings of a strut due to Birdie, so we'll do this little sneaker check today. Birdie's got her fashionable skates on today. Cadillac came looking very nice today. Looking very nice.
Thank you. I'm still jealous of your skates.
We're going to go rollerblading soon. So.
We are.
We got to give a special shout out to Logistics. She came up with a great idea today to bring us some cherries there. So we got some cherries for y'all to snack on. And we're even going to try the internet sensation, which is, I believe it's Kool-Aid Pickles.
Kool-Aid and Pickles.
Kool-Aid and Pickles. In honor of the, the Portland Pickles that were here today. So, some of the good news about you as of late, you have been on a tear around town making music.
Yes. It's so weird. I actually started out with community leadership and everything like that, and then I was doing comedy at those events, and then I ended up doing music from, Someone hired me to do comedy and then asked me to sing and liked my voice and then kept pushing me. And shout out to Faya Walker. She was amazing for that. So
it's nice when someone sees in you what you didn't know you had, right? I mean, that's...
Yeah, no, I encourage it. Like, believe in yourself to the fullest and anything you can do. And I'm actually kind of grateful for the pandemic because I probably wouldn't have even tried it if it wasn't for her. So, and the whole shutting down everything, so.
I think the pandemic did that for a lot of people. Gave everybody a chance to reinvent themselves or get something that they didn't know was quite something that was in their wheelhouse even. So,
yep,
so
absolutely.
Also as part of the music, you got an opportunity to work with one of our town favorites, tomorrow's guest actually. You got a chance to work with Glam Doll recently on the Rock the Boat project.
That is my baby. I love her. I did. She's one of my favorites. She's actually one of my favorite rappers in general. Like, I love Nicki and I love Meg, but she is in like my top 10 just because she's like a little firecracker. And like she just goes so hard and she's so fearless, and yeah, I just love even bar by bar, like her cadence, everything. So I was really excited about it.
Us too. We saw it come up and we were like, oh, this should be interesting. This kind of almost makes sense even. So you both look fantastic, of course, at all times. So that's a key factor, I think, to the combo. It's a great town-city mix, I feel like. Yeah,
actually, it was Rock the Boat was one of my favorite songs that we did because I got to put my little comedian effect on it because it's actually a joke, the Chris Rock and Will Smith. And it's like, Cadillac and Glam Doll will slap a hoe. Oh. Chris Rock the boat. And most people didn't catch it and it went over their heads so quick. And I was like, yeah, I was putting in the punchlines on that one just, to add in more of my personality. And just because, Glam Doll and Delgado are like family. Actually, Delgado grew up with my biological family. So while I was in foster care, and I didn't even know until we worked together before I knew he did music, so.
I found that very interesting. You had a great success story of being a foster child here in Portland, as well as out of state, it sounds like. So
kind of like where the Vista House and where all the waterfalls are is where I grew up. But since it was an open adoption, I usually came back to my hood like every other week to visit my mom. And so I'm actually really, really grateful for everything I went through in foster care. Just because it makes me a super humble person, and I understand mental health on a real level because my mom is schizophrenic and my older sister is bipolar. And it also helped me understand like poorer white folks and their struggles and how in a way it doesn't get acknowledged as much. And so it just kind of made me more empathetic to people.
Is that something you thought about, or have you done activism in that realm for foster care?
Definitely. I used to be at every foster kid's like parent-teacher conferences, and I really grew up raising them because my adopted parents, right now, they're 80, and so I really took on all the kids, and I was like taking care of 6 kids. I had one of my own at 16, and then I was going to school full-time, and I was working full-time. And so it was like, yeah.
Well, speaking of taking care of stuff, I don't know if you're here for this, Birdie, but guess what? She's the proud owner of how many goats?
3.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing.
Yep.
So they're like big goats now? What are they?
Nope, they are little, well, one of them's not that little. So they're Nigerian dwarf goats, and one of them's name is Honey, and then I have one named Marco, and my favorite, his name is Pretty Boy Pickles.
Oh my God, I would love
Pretty
to see your
Boy
goats.
Pickles. Okay, it's all kind of coming together. It's all kind of... All right, let's go for it. What flavor? So what we hear is the rules is from logistics. You take and select one of your favorite Kool-Aid choices, which in this case we have the choice between Tropical Punch, Grape, and Watermelon are our 3 choices today. So you take one of the...
I was thinking watermelon
All
too.
right, so let's grab the watermelon one then, and then we take the pickles. Oh, who's strong enough to open the pickle jar? Look at Cadillac. Look at that, savage.
You know I eat pickles.
She's a mom. She's a mom. And then you're supposed to dump off a couple fingers worth of juice.
Woo.
There we go. Maybe a little more, I guess. Yeah.
Love it.
That looks fair. Yeah.
Oh, that was like half.
Cool. We'll make it. That's good. That's perfect. Yeah.
I'm just gonna steal one though.
Ooh, there we go. They're not sweet pickles, right? They're those dills.
Dill's where it's at though.
All right.
So taste it before you put it in.
And
Make
then now
sure
you
it's
just
good.
dump it in. So then the rule is once you dump it in, you put the sugar in it, and then you're supposed to wait like a few days or a week or something like that, and then supposedly you get some flavorful pickles, I guess. I don't know.
That's so cool.
So here it
All
goes.
right,
It's
we're gonna
going
check
in.
it out. My siblings and everything's gonna laugh because I hate sweet pickles so much.
Are these are just classic dildo,
They're
right?
the classic.
And then the
And
sugar.
then there we go, the sugar.
No, they like to put fruit roll-ups and stuff on
There
their
you go.
things.
There you go. Pour that sugar in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it all over the place. Yeah, that's how we like it. That's how we like
Gotta filter that down
it.
there.
I'm sure the internet will take care of us in the comments below. Leave a comment below if you think that we're doing this incorrectly, which I believe we probably are.
That's okay. Diabetes can come through pickles too.
I still would eat it.
I'm okay with
I'll
this.
still eat it.
So this turns it into a dessert, right?
It turns into a dessert.
It just turns into sweet pickles that are just dyed.
That's it.
Yeah, and then you just shake it up, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually beautiful.
It looks nice. Look at that. Well, we have about another like 7-8 minutes to film, so maybe we'll just try one on the way out. I'll go for it. I'll try one. You guys down to try one on the like quick pruno style? Are you much of a cook at home? Do you like? Is that something that you're into? You like?
I am so good at cooking. I've been cooking since I was like 8. Just because, actually my first job was in a kitchen. Like it was at a private retreat center in a kitchen. And yeah, actually used to be owned by the governor of Oregon too.
Really?
Yep, 1930s. It's called
Wow.
Manuka, and it was really fun to work there actually. It even had like a little prohibition bar where we made coffee, and so
Oh,
yeah.
tight.
And it had a swimming pool that we used to go in for free.
Why do I feel like we should like dunk, like cut the cherries in half and then like use it like, what was that the thing called, where you like lick the little stick and then you put it inside the
Fun dips.
Fun dips.
Fun dips.
Fun dips. Make like a Kool-Aid cherry fun dip. That'd be kind of fun. We also brought you a little gift. We always bring everybody a gift. Not that we haven't had enough fun already, but here are some wonderful lilies. Logistics this morning took a trip around the block and confiscated these from the city of Gresham. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Actually, lilies are my favorite, and I used to have a duck named Lily, and I had
Yeah.
one named Daisy.
A duck named Lily, a
Yep,
duck
2.
named Daisy, and a goat named Pickles.
Oh wow.
This is the levels at which we're getting to know Cadillac today are very, very different.
Yeah, I'm a bougie hipster, but then I'm also like a gangster hillbilly.
What does a goat eat on the daily?
Alfalfa and actually anything.
Anything?
My goat literally has eaten my whites and didn't die, and I don't know why. I was so mad. I was like, if you die, you deserved it. But no, you didn't.
That's good.
So
They have like little attitudes too, right? They're like
they do.
They'll
They
get
do.
like run into your little legs and stuff, and like.
You know what's really cool though? Actually, goats, they're like such a social creature that if you walk around, they'll follow you. So my goats will actually follow you and they don't need a leash. And so that's kind of one of the cool things. But they're also master escape artists because they always work together.
I know someone that's this is going to relate very well to. Our friend Jesse Sponberg is out in the middle of Hawaii on an island, living with a goat or two himself. So I think he's right. His chase him around too, freely around. So big ups to Jesse out there. Drop a comment, Jesse. I know you're watching. So what are you going to do the rest of the day? Anything fun?
Yeah, I'm going to pick up my little cousin Jet. She is the background vocals on my song Love and Family. And I mean, the one I was pushing the most because each one of those girls, there's 4 of them, they each get 15% on that song. So I'm losing about 60%. But I push it the most because I want them to be able to fund their dreams because without them, I wouldn't have even really started in music like that. So
We can find you on Apple Music, all the links, right?
Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere DistroKid, be distributing music, YouTube.
Okay.
So
Well, do you have a link tree yet?
I do,
Those
but
are
I
cool.
need to put more on it.
There you go.
Yeah, because
We'll
I'm a
add some
slacker
links in
sometimes.
definitely for your YouTube, your Apple, your music. We'll put your music links down below so everybody can check in with you there. Any new music on the way?
Yes. So I have a song that's just finishing being mastered. It's called I Love You in My Life. And I had performed that when I opened at the Lady Dice show. And then I have another one that my cousin and I are going over today called Best Days of My Life.
Okay.
There's another one called Game Changers. And there's like 5 other more. There's one more named Misunderstood, and it's a Nina Simone remix.
Ooh, that should be dope.
So
All right.
I go with some bops, and then sometimes I go with some more kid-appropriate things. So
We like to give everybody a moment to kind of speak strong and speak loud. So out of respect for your position currently in the music scene here around town, you want to give some special love, shout-outs, PSAs on the way out here before we wrap this up?
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Soul Station. They have been like a super rock for me just because, I mean, besides the good environment and really working together and being really collaborative, they just invited me in with open arms, and they've been like an entire family. And so whatever I can do to help them, I go for. I also want to thank Rain and Glam Doll. They've both been super, super, super amazing. And Melissa Jimenez, she's been super amazing when it comes to support. And Delgado, Deb, they've really just been encouraging with the hardships of being a woman in this industry sometimes. You know, people don't want you to thrive because they get jealous of who you're around. And they start kind of smearing you all over the place. And they've really helped me just be strong with that whole situation. So I really appreciate it. Craig Dobie's been super supportive about it. And so just like a lot of friends that have really gotten me through it. But it also has helped me like stay in my head because it makes me a stronger writer. And so it makes me less distracted. So.
She did mention in the short time that we spoke before that you're very big into supporting the woman artist.
I have
with all
9
of your
sisters.
strengths.
I definitely am super, super big on it because with comedy, for me, it was like, I hide behind comedy sometimes. Like, I don't like conflict that much, so I'll just make a quick joke if I'm uncomfortable and it's all good. But with music, it's different because it's like saying everything that you really feel and think as a woman in your music, and sometimes it gets intimidating. And so just everybody that's really encouraged me to speak up and use my voice in a way I didn't know I could, I really do appreciate it.
Dope. That's a great way to end this. Fantastic sentiment. All right, let's open one up. Let's see if they've taken on any flavor in the 6 minutes that they've had to marinate.
Give it another shake.
Give it a good shake too. Yeah, how about a really good, there you go, nitro shake. All right.
That's not a lot of sugar on the bottom.
That's a lot of sugar in there, period.
Yikes.
All right.
All right.
Try to find the
I'm trying to
smallest
find
one.
Well, we can just put. I hate to waste food, but I might just snack and drop it if it ain't too good. Oh my! Oh, watch your shoes
Oh,
there.
wow.
That is a
Rocks.
lot of juice. What do you think?
I gotta know.
It's actually not as disgusting as I thought it was gonna be.
I bet refrigerated, they'll be bomb.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh my gosh!
come on.
Already try that.
Birdie, you gotta know.
Well, you gotta
it
know,
wasn't
come on.
that bad, I promise.
Fine.
Everybody else did it.
So she picks the biggest one. She's like,
It's
"Fuck."
super good, huh?
It's actually not that bad. I was really surprised.
I bet you it's probably better.
I think chilled, and after a couple days,
Yeah.
shut it down.
My adopted mom, she used to eat salted watermelon, and it is putrid. But vice versa, it's not bad.
I actually like this better than regular pickles, I think.
Loki, you're right. I was like, damn. Okay, so when the sour's on the inside, it's not bad.
It's not bad. The sugar's like cutting the, like sour normally, like the squinty eye face that you get when you
No.
eat pickles.
Are we gonna do a Power Ranger pickle salute?
Let's go, bring it in.
Okay, hold on. Now I feel like I get another one.
Everybody gotta get a pickle out.
Or grab a cherry.
Grab a cherry.
This is great.
Okay, I'm gonna grab a cherry because these are too sticky.
Oh, there you go. Actually, they look nice. A cherry on top.
Hey!
Cadillac on 3. 1, 2, 3. Cadillac! Hey! Thanks for your time today. Really appreciate you. If there's anything we can do for you in the future, you let us know. You know where to find us. Hope you have a great day.
Always, thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.